This is your 420 Radio News for Thursday, October 3rd, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. Arkansas Attorney General rejects marijuana legalization ballot measure from Reason.com. Supporters of marijuana legalization in Arkansas can't even start to collect the nearly 80,000 signatures needed to get the question of legalization on the ballot after Arkansas's Attorney General, Democrat Dustin McDaniel, rejected a proposed ballot measure for a second time. A little more than a month ago, McDaniel rejected a ballot measure for medical marijuana legalization, the sixth time he has done so. Previous measures were rejected for ambiguity, including one where McDaniel wasn't sure the definition of marijuana was clear enough. The Attorney General in Ohio also recently rejected a ballot measure on medical marijuana, saying he wasn't sure whether its summary was truthful. Washington and Colorado seek banking changes for marijuana from KOMOnews.com. The governors of Washington and Colorado are asking the federal government for changes in banking regulations to allow marijuana-related banking, and the states continue implementing their voter-approved legal marijuana industries. In a letter sent Wednesday to federal banking regulators, Washington State Governor Jay Inslee and Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper wrote that access to the banking system by soon-to-be state-licensed businesses, quote, is a necessary component, end quote, to ensure a highly regulated system. The letter was sent to the chairman of the Federal Reserve, the Secretary of the Treasury, the chairman of the FDIC, the comptroller of the currency, the director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and the chairman of the National Credit Union Administration. Public Health goes after Seattle hookah bars from Seattle Post-Intelligencer. In 2005, Washington voters approved an initiative banning smoking in bars, restaurants, and any indoor public place. And while some have tried to get around the law by calling themselves private clubs, public health officials are taking action to shut those businesses down. Hookah smoking clubs have been trying to get around the indoor smoking ban by calling themselves and acting like, if not strictly being, private clubs. However, the Washington Supreme Court ruled in 2008 that smoking anything in a private club is illegal if that club has employees of any kind. Today, Public Health, Seattle and King County, says that is not going to fly. The agency announced in a news release this morning that 6 hookah bars have been officially put on notice that they are violating the state's smoking ban. So far, at least one medical marijuana dispensary and a couple of bars have allowed indoor vaporizing of marijuana. Jim Church, communications director for the state's Department of Health, told us recently that, quote, yes, vaporizing is a bit of a gray area because you are not burning a substance being smoked, end quote. District attorney to seek death penalty in slayings of 4 during botched pot sale from knoxnews.com. Prosecutors will seek the death penalty for the man accused of killing 4 people in an alleged robbery during a botched pot sale on Renegade Mountain in Cumberland County, Tennessee. Jacob Allen Bennett, age 26, entered a not guilty plea to 4 counts of premeditated murder, 4 counts of felony murder, and 2 counts of attempted aggravated robbery. Bennett was paroled in March from prison on charges that included vehicle theft. His criminal record dates back to age 12 in Florida. Shot while seated inside a Dodge Neon parked on a gravel road were Danielle Ricky Jacobson, age 22, her nephew Dominic Davis, age 17, Stephen Presley, age 17, and 16-year-old John Lejunas, all of Cumberland County. An estimated quarter pound of marijuana was recovered from the vehicle. Principal told Osborn Middle School student to strip to check for drugs. This from ABC15.com. An 8th grader at Osborn Middle School in Phoenix, Arizona was asked to strip down to his gym shorts by 2 women, the principal and assistant principal, to check for drugs, his father says. An advanced placement math teacher, whom Daniel Thompson says has had issues with his son all year, allegedly complained of smelling pot, and sent Andrew to the principal's office. Once in the office, the female principal and assistant principal took him into a closed room and asked him to take off his shirt and cargo shorts, Thompson said. Superintendent Wilma Basquette denies Andrew was asked to take off his shirt. This has been your 420 Radio News for Thursday, October 3rd, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we go behind the headlines and take a look at the recent reforms to Oregon's marijuana laws and a new bill for agriculture that may end up helping pot farmers. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.
The law offices of Omar Figueroa would like to remind you to stand up for your rights. Please